What y'all working on, weeding?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that bag looks good. Yeah, I can pull them out. Yeah, that's a turnip.
How do you eat it?
Roasted, some of the best things you'll ever have in your life. January 2nd, 2018 is the day that I resigned from my job. On the 22nd, I was off to Martinique on a plane. 5 days later, came back to Philadelphia with a general plan that I knew I was going to be a farmer. While in Martinique, my second Airbnb hosts were Black farmers, and they take me to their place where they are putting together boxes of all the fruits and vegetables that was picked that day, and they allowed me to help. And the reward of that for me was seeing their members come and pick up these boxes. So when I got home and I'm like, what are your next steps, Christa? The world is your oyster. You are invigorated now by agriculture and you don't have a job. And I say, I want to grow herbs and turn them into tea. And then I want to grow food and I want to have people come to me to come pick up their food, just like I saw in Martinique. So I literally took those two experiences and came back to Philadelphia and created two companies, two brands that embodied my experience. Yeah, it's really surreal. Like 4 years ago, I was only in 24 square feet greenhouse, starting my growing journey, teaching myself how to farm and how to keep things alive after, never touching soil a day in my life. So it's really cool to now be sitting on a 42-acre property of which we have 5 acres of, and still expanding and still making sure that we can get our mission of growing organic food as close to the city as possible.
Because we have access to these 5 acres that are right outside the city of Philadelphia, there's an enormous amount of activities and events and programming that we can have here at the farm. We're really just getting started here. There's a lot of buzz around like FarmerJawn right now, and we're looking to continue to generate that type of interest because it's really about what we can make happen.
I really like stuff.
Christa, her great tagline is agriculture is the culture. And so we're looking for various different connection points to get people here.
This is the original 1 acre of land that we've expanded on with the help of Power Corps, an amazing organization based in Philadelphia that's doing such great work. Specifically the Trust Program, they are people who are rehabilitating their lives and are doing so learning a skill and a trade of farming. And that means so much to be able to share this with them. Yeah, like so that leaf behind you, that's arugula. Try it. Take a piece of that and eat it.
Oh yeah, there's just stuff in the salad.
Yeah, it's good on top of a pizza. Especially because they look just like me, and I get to be representation for them, that success is possible even when you're putting your hands in soil. Something that Black people are very traumatized by, and we don't even know it, we don't even talk about it, but it's important to. So I just love that they enjoy coming out here every week to be of assistance to us and really like help us get this thing off the ground.
At first I was kind of nervous because, I'm not an outside kid. I don't have friends much. I stay in the house with my mother a lot. I started coming outside more. Me and my friends from here, we started going around to neighborhoods and started helping communities plant like strawberries, onions, stuff like that.
I love planting. It's like taking care of a kid. Real quick, you get to see like it grow up to like its full potential. I started like in the beginning of April. So doing this since then, yeah, it taught me a lot, and I really enjoy it every day.
We have about 8 people right now with us who are just starting off to be our agripreneur cohort, is what we call it. And they're taking the time every day, coming to the farm to learn how to plant, seed, how to use their time effectively, make the connections with different resources that we have to offer.
Our goal here is to build a beautiful herb garden to supply some of the other cohort members with fresh herbs for their agribusinesses. We're all budding farmers, but we're also business owners. And so I have a juice business, amongst other things, called Modest Manna, and I want to source from grade A farmers to supply my juices with fresh produce. I also am learning sustainable practices with materials for things like head wraps that I'm wearing now. That is also a part of my business.
All right, so we're going to talk about personnel food safety, and I just want to make sure you're giving the best to your community. If someone gets sick after eating our produce, that not only affects your farm, but it affects everyone.
They're also working with Christa one-on-one for 3 hours at a time to develop their business plans. We really think of this as like an incubator for jump-starting Black and brown businesses, but also everybody's businesses as well, so that people have access to learn how to grow their own food and also supply their communities with fresh, healthy food as well.
Knowing where your actual food comes from, like the person who grew it and raised it, is key. So if you want to grow your own food, that's great, but at the very least, you can know who your farmer is, and that's me and this really lush community of urban farmers that are developing an uprising in Philadelphia right now.